Every Friday the 13th, before Outlaws of Robloxia was discontinued, a special limited time boss called Jasonoor, I'm personally gonna call him Jasonoor, would be manually added. Unfortunately, because Outlaws of Robloxia was discontinued, so was the appearance of this boss. Well, yeah, you read the title. I found out a secret and surprisingly long process on how to access him. The process itself is actually really weird, but I'll try to get through it fast so you can finally get the deathless skin you never wanted. So to properly start this thing, there's actually this really cute detail in the lobby. This little guy, a cheddar cheese goober, or chuber for short. It doesn't really do much other than look cute. Now, you can see I'm trying to do this right now, but if you try to time your dash into it, it just sort of crashes your game for some reason. What you just saw was the exact end of the recording. It even crashed the recording, and it automatically opened this in your browser. There's some lore stuff, blah blah blah, and then you click this for... I actually don't know what this is. Also, this guy's here again, and he's still pretty cute. Initially, I didn't really know what to do other than go back to Outlaws of Robloxia, so I went back into my private server and just found this. I actually don't know the name of this, but it has always been a thing. It looks like some sort of test dummy with collision enabled, so naturally I pushed him off and made him fall. Once again, the game crashed and opened the website. This time what the page said is different. Some more lore stuff and then the Guardian. So I beat about trees, but this time the game didn't crash. I should also mention this texture bug, which is actually completely unrelated to the video. It just happened, and it's so silly. And also creepy. Yeah, anyways, if it wasn't talking about the Guardian and Outlaws of Robloxia, it might have been talking about the origin of About Trees itself. So I beat the original Rue Museum version of it, and it actually didn't crash the game this time, even though it's like the trademark of this process at this point. So I decided to visit the website directly, and it did change. Once again, there's some more lore stuff, and then... While I subscribe to that guy, I'm gonna take this time to say like and subscribe if you haven't. Besides the fact that I like money, these videos actually do take time, so it would be really appreciated. So now that that's done, I went back to the website, and yeah, there's a new task now. At this point, you're gonna have to go back to Outlaws of Robloxia and equip this skin, which does actually make sense considering what the task said to do. This part is pretty hard to narrate, so you can just see what happens. Here, I was too stunned to function because, I mean, if Nostalgia just surprise attacked you, you wouldn't be able to do much as well. This is a perfect recreation of the very first Outlaws of Robloxia lobby. It really reminds me of a simpler time where, well, there's the next task. This is everything that it said, and I wasn't really sure what to do. This is actually everything that it said, so if you didn't see it, then here it is. So I decided to make a circle of rocks in Genshin. I assumed that this was enough for a ritual of rocks, so I went back to the website and apparently it wasn't. So then I made another ritual in Minecraft and... Okay, I do not know if that was normal, but the panda does have some moves, I guess. So I went back to the website and I am beginning to hate this guy. Oh my god. So I made this and there's not really that much to say about it. So I went back to the website. This is the last step and it's the most important one. So you really have to lock in here. This is the one time it isn't talking about Outlaws of Robloxia, by the way. So yeah, it means that you have to use the donate option in the Die of Death shop. It kinda sucks because it can technically be considered as paid. So my power just went out, and I don't know how that happened. What? Hey. Okay, moment of truth. I really don't know what happened, but my power's back up, so I went back to the website, and it's finally done. So now, I am proud to present to you the absolute final step. Go into Outlaws of Robloxia, wait until the boss's intermission. Once it's there, take a screenshot of one of the voting screens, insert that screenshot into Google Slides, and copy and paste an image of Jasonoor onto the current boss. April Fools, my fellow usernames. Okay, wow, this took a whole month to make. And I'm not even joking, I have to balance all my free time and stuff. Okay, there's a few things I want to go over before I end this video. First off, this is mainly inspired by G2 Colon. Go watch him if you like this video somehow. Secondly, I absolutely have to give credit to this really cool guy. He single-handedly recreated the oldest Outlaws of Robloxia lobby. And as if that wasn't enough, he was actually in on this video and edited the game. Thirdly, mostly everything you saw in the video was made by me. That's honestly really it, so like and subscribe and have a good